arguably playing well, has come back and has made a remarkable third quarter to get themselves back in the game. So who knows what's going to happen in this one.
Worth noting that Fedorenkova and Vadieva both on 4 fouls for Russia. Nobody on 4 yet for Serbia, a group of players on 3.
So it's this group for Russia that's been so good, though, without them on the floor.
Milic driving in, full of aggression, full of quality.
She's been really good today as well, Milic, hasn't she? Double-figure scorer.
And the trap on the near side. Serbia come up with the steal and the turnover on Russia. And what a positive first 30 seconds of the fourth this is for the hosts, going all the way through. Another layup will drop. They've scored 4 quick-fire points right off the bat here in the fourth.
Smart timeout from Krejlanga. Doesn't want that momentum. You know, we talked how he said in the press conference yesterday about his team giving up these runs at crucial times. So he's got the timeout to burn. He kills the game really early. See if he can take the crowd out of it.
Diana Butolia was one of the 2 top scorers for Serbia at half-time with 10 points. That's her first score since. It might signal a return to form for the hosts. Russia with 5 extra offensive rebounds, but they've only turned that into 3 more points on those second chance point opportunities. Serbia looking to put that very disappointing third quarter behind them with 2 driving layups in the opening seconds of the fourth. Milic first. She's up to 12 points now. And a perfect 5 of 5 from the field, as well as those 4 rebounds. 57-53 off the back of the timeout.
You've got to try and keep the ball off the sideline if you're Russia. They keep getting it on the sideline wide. That's where they're trapped.
Options out on the perimeter. It hit Musina though, and she couldn't grab it. Just wasn't ready for that pass. Can Serbia continue to build momentum? Touch pass far side. Butolia for 3. Nothing but net. The Serbian surge continues.
Now, how good has Diana Butolia been today? Every time they needed a play, she stepped up now. Back-to-back scores in the fourth quarter.
15 points now. Levchenko. Back out Musina. Velikova, she'll try and answer back with a 3 for Russia and can't. Long rebound from Musina though, who keeps on grabbing those boards. Musina now lining up a 3 of her own, and Russia keep on missing them. And the last touch was off Leshkovtseva over on the far side.
3 opportunities, and there were 2 offensive rebounds and missed them both. Vadiva's come back in. You can tell what this run means to Serbia in Krejlanga's eyes. He wants to kill it immediately.
Three-point shooting has been poor from both teams for the most part. Serbia have made up for that with their very positive shooting until that point on the interior. There's a foul on Dabovic. Only her second. Chacho, Petrovic, Butolia and Servan-Dakic on 3 for Serbia. Shilova comes in for Russia. 11 points to lead them in scoring so far. Musina. Vadieva's back on the floor on 4 fouls and was calling for it. And the foul is on the defense.
Well, it's very lucky indeed for Russia, because I'm pretty sure that pass that Musina was trying to throw were on the straight line behind it. It was going to be a turnover because all the defense was rushing to get there.
Instead, it's a 4th foul on Butolia. Musina looking to bundle her way to the basket. Blocked off. Serbia up by 7, looking to stretch it back towards double figures now. Damovic, no-look pass inside. The finger roll will fall off the window, a 9-point lead.
Milic again, 14 for Milic.
Can Russia respond here? Valieva on the floor on those 4 fouls, turns, draws more contact, can't quite get the roll.
But how many times today have we seen her isolated on the low block? You can count it on one hand. I know she's been out with foul trouble, but they just haven't been able to do it. Or they haven't done it. Yesterday, that was their bread and butter.
Yesterday, she probably would have knocked down that shot as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Instead, she has to earn the points from the foul line. So first trip to the line. Able to make them both just about. 7 points the margin again. 7 minutes and change to play. Brooks to Damovic, back to Brooks again. Have a look at the rim. Really good defense, trying to take it away from Brooks over on the far side, but then stepping on the line. Anastasia Shileva, all of her 11 points came in the first half, yet to score in the second. Beglova to Musina. Completely free in the corner here, Shileva. Didn't want to take on the outside shot, they'll slow it down instead. Need to run something here with Elena Beglova, who's bundled over at centre court and a foul. That's 4 on Serbia in the first 3.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Russia yet to commit one.
Still so much. So many twists and turns left in this one. Long time on the clock. Like I said, foul trouble, that's going to affect it. If Russia can get themselves to the line in these next couple of minutes.
Third foul on Damovic from a personal point of view. Beglova. Belakova. Valieva's trying to free herself to post up here. Turns into the double team, shoots over the top of 2 or 3 and knocks it down.
Just got to stay with that same play. The horn set, let her roll down to the block and feed her the ball. Make Serbia do something different.
Only 2 of 9 from the field before that one, Valieva. Damovic. Shot clock to 6.
This is crucial. She doesn't want to foul out here, Valieva.
Damovic takes on the long 2. Valieva looking to grab the rebound. And there's a foul. That's it. She tried to grab the rebound. Sasha Chancho was there to take it off her. And Valieva couldn't resist.
Now, is that Russia's hopes leaving the game right there? Just started to find her rhythm offensively, just gave them that anchor point, that focal part of the offense, and then she had to go out.
She fouls out after 20 minutes on court with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. Only shooting 3 of 10 from the field though. We talked about all the twists and turns that were to come. There's one of them. Chancho playing a big part in getting Valieva dismissed. And a travel call against Butolia.
Back man to man there, I think. So without Valieva on the floor, they can play man, which means they'll stop those 3-point shots.
Beglova. Musina to Beglova, wide open to take on the 3 and hits it. Valieva on the bench, but Russia on the comeback trail.
The offense found some rhythm again. You know, finding Valieva, she gets a couple of scores, but then good action, ball moved well. And as we said, there's so long to go in this game. The way it's gone back and forth the whole time.
Coach Malkovich calling the timeout as we approach the midway point of the fourth quarter. Serbia with just a 2-point lead, 62-60. They have led by as many as 11 and by 9 at the half. Poor three-point shooting from both teams, in particular Serbia, and of course that was the area that got them out of jail yesterday against Belarus. They've been more effective on the inside today. And in such a tight game, it could well come down to free throw percentages as well. Russia were poor in the first half in that regard, have closed the gap in the second. It's going to be another tight finish for Serbia. 2 nights in a row here on home court in Zrenjanin. Diana Butolia leads them with 15 points. Russia still led by the 11 of Shilova, all of those coming in the first half though. Butolia moving it on to Petrovic. We've not really seen much of her at all. Chacho. Dabovic. Calls for the screen from Milic, who rolls straight back inside. Chacho puts up the outside shot instead. They'll battle for the board. Milic, another battling play from her. Dabovic looks to attack right down the lane, one-on-one, and Balakova did enough. Able to stick with Dabovic every step of the way.
Really good defense. Russia going to do here out of the timeout. This will be a design play. So we'll see who they try and get a shot for.
Beglova stepping on the sideline, turns it over. Russia's 14th turnover. 3 more than Serbia. Butolia to Dabovic. Onto the corner to Chacho, hit a 3 yesterday, hasn't taken one today. Milic will roll inside. Dabovic goes alone and takes heavy contact from Maiga.
Petrovic hasn't finished that drive throughout this game or yesterday. Maiga's just got to be a little bit more disciplined on that. Just protect, but just a little bit too much contact. Puts Dabovic in the line, and really that's all Dabovic wants. She's driving to the basket, trying to get fouled.
6 of her 10 points make it 7 of her 11 have come from the stripe. She's only 2 of 10 from the field.
Yeah.
After going 1 of 8 yesterday. This is the second, batted back though. Dabovic grabs the loose ball. Petrovic looking to attack here, pulls up on the free throw line, misses the shot. They'll try and battle for another offensive rebound and they get it. Butolia hands it off on the perimeter to Chacho, who gives it to Dabovic. Shot clock down to the final 4 seconds. Dabovic spinning to the foul line, putting it up and putting it in. Serbia back up by 5.
Huge shot from Ana Dabovic. She said she's trying to get fouled, but it shows you the ability she does have, though. Stopped short of the rotating defense, knowing the shot clock's getting low. Excellent play from her. She's taken that responsibility in this tournament. We said it, you know, yesterday she tried to take the responsibility early to get them going and basically failed. Today she's stepped up when they've needed her.
The timeout called on the Russian bench by head coach Olof Lange. They battled back from 11 down, and now they find themselves down by 5 again with less than 4 minutes to play. More assists from Serbia, 2 fewer turnovers. To think Serbia are up to 65 points and up by 5 here, despite just 6 points from Sonja Petrovic. They've had 3 contributors in double figures, 15 for Butolia, 14 for Milic, 13 for Dabovic. Despite some of her struggles, she's played a big part. Beglava. Seno around the perimeter to the near side to Shilova. Maiga looking to drive in. It's packed in the paint. She's way off the mark. It will remain Russian ball though. 6 seconds to shoot.
I can't believe that's the play they drew up. A one-on-one for Maiga from the perimeter.
Now what have they got for 6 seconds off the baseline inbound? High catch Musina. Thought about the three, instead moved it on. Belikova will take it, misses it. And the last touch to carry it out of bounds over the baseline from Anastasia Shilova. Shilova's torrid second half continues. After 11 points in the first half, she hasn't added to it here in the second, and now she's got an injury. And in comes Ekaterina Fedorenkova, who's on 4 fouls. Three and a half to play. 5 points the Serbian lead, and possession to try and extend it here. Butolia gets it back from Chacho, and Dabovic, who continues to take on the responsibility. Step back, 2-pointer, misses another shot. Musina the rebound. She's grabbed 13 now. Fedorenkova. Beglava calling for it. Maiga setting the screen. Beglava around it, creates space on the perimeter for Aisa Musina. Another miss from the outside, an offensive rebound from Belikova though, and a foul.
Good shot. Good offense. They moved the ball. Good shooter, good spot. It just doesn't go for them.
25% from the outside for his team. They do get the trip to the line as Belikova looks to close the gap to make it a one-possession game again with just less than 3 minutes to play. Chance for her to hit double figures here. Chacho picking up her 4th foul. It is 10 points for Belikova. 3 points the margin, 3 minutes to play.
Fedorenkova doesn't want to pick up a cheap foul all the way out there. She would foul out, plus the... give up a foul unnecessarily.
Dabovic swings it to the corner. Petrovic. Is she waiting until the end for a scoring spurt? She misses that one. Russia looking to get back within a whisker or maybe even tie here. Maiga had the last touch to carry the ball beyond the baseline.
When they gave her the ball, I thought, oh, I don't know if that's the right option. She then showed some lovely footwork. It was just tipped away there. It looked like she had escaped. It's Dabovic, isn't it? Just reaching in from behind, tipping it away. Great effort from her.
Dabovic directing traffic. Working with Petrovic far side. She moves away from it. Elena Brooks taking on a difficult shot up against Belikova.
Again, slow, stagnant, no ball movement from Serbia.
Another turnover from Russia. It's their 15th of the game.
It's still there. It's a one-shot game.
Dabovic to Butolia. High pass lobbed up to Petrovic, who puts it in.
When they need her, she is always there, Sonia Petrovic. Yesterday, with 2 seconds to go. Today, under 2 minutes.
Only up to 8 points after 18 yesterday. Maybe saving her best for last again. Serbia by 5, continuing to hold off any attempt to the Russian retaliation in the closing minutes.
Russia only have 2 team fouls. Sometimes that really works for you. Sometimes it works against you coming down the end of the game, because they can now foul to stop easy baskets from Serbia without putting them on the line, which is a real positive. But if it gets too late and you haven't used those fouls, then when you're trying to chase the game, you've got a lot of fouls to commit, which takes up time. So maybe it is an idea to try and press up the floor now, use a foul if you get beat.
Let's see how that develops over the final 89 seconds as Maiga closes the gap. But after missing the first, it remains a 2-possession game. Butolia to Damovic. Serbia don't need to be in a hurry. Butolia looking to quicken the pace. Damovic from a couple of feet back. High arcing shot. Came down with snow on it. But boy, did it heat up this crowd.
Is that enough? What a huge shot from Damovic. Butolia with the play, though. The person who drives, kicks it out at the ideal opportunity. But what a time for Damovic to make the first 3 of the night. First 3 of her Eurobasket, in fact.
A big player coming up with a big shot at a big moment. Serbia by 7 with just 69 seconds to play. We talked about her having some difficulty in terms of shooting, but right from the very start of this one, she's looked in the mood, she's looked like she wants to take on the responsibility, and she's being rewarded for her determination and persistence. Up to 16 points now, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal, doing a bit of everything.
She just looks like a player who hasn't got her rhythm properly yet, almost like an early season game. Well, that one there, that shows you she hit that pull-up, and then plays like this. And that was a pull-up a couple of minutes ago when they've needed her as well. The same way we said about Sonja Petrovic. The veteran players that have done it for Serbia before through that 2015 championship, they're stepping up again here today.
And Serbia are at that 70-point mark that we talked about. They've won 17 of their previous 21 Eurobasket games when they have hit 70 or above. Fedorenkovic to inbound for Russia. Able to get it into the foul line to Beglova, who got a really good look at the basket but missed it. And there's the 3rd team foul on Russia.
So still got to commit 2 more to get up the floor here and try and get a steal.
Vadieva left to watch on, having fouled out of this one. Hoping her teammates can pull something special out of the bag.
Oh, there's a steal.
Is that a turnover? No. Still Serbia possession on the baseline. And there's a foul on Lucina, the 4th for Russia. 62 seconds left. One more foul from Russia to send Serbia to the foul line. Russia don't want Serbia eating up those precious seconds. Ideally, they want to force the turnover. If not, they want to make them earn the points from the stride. They're going to let them play. And taking those seconds away, running the shot clock down. Brooks, step to the side, 3-point shot, bang! Done and dusted. Double-digit lead in the dying embers of this game. Lucina driving in for Russia, misses the layup. And they will now go to the line, Serbia.
The moment that 3 came out of Jelena Brooks' hand, she knew it was in. She just wandered to the side, big smile on her face. The player has done it so often before, she knew. I wasn't even touching the sides.
Not quite as dramatic as the finish for Serbia last night, but the home fans looked as though they enjoyed it just as much.
Well, They've been keeping it close for the fans here, haven't they? 2 games in a row, they've kept it interesting.
And they've had so many step up today. Brooks to double digits. That's 4 players in double figures for Serbia. She was only 2 of 12 from the field before that three-pointer. Brooks and Dabovic making them when it matters the most. Fedorenkova getting inside, missing another shot close to the basket. Serbia playing hard for each and every point here, want to win this by as big a margin as possible. Brooks inside, puts it in, 5 quick-fire points for her. And what a quick-fire finish for Serbia. Up by 14, the largest lead. 2-0 for the red-hot hosts.